What's up? So I was here watching the market close from 3 to 4 today. It is obviously 9, almost 9:30, but I was here. KBLB has been um, going up since I remember Tim was like buying it in this area, the 25s. So that's interesting. I would I would be if it touches 25, I would be interested. This is the daily chart in or you know what? I could probably get into this thing, Spider Silk, um and risk off of, let me just see here, 27. Oops. Not sure, maybe that's an idea that I have. OTLK was like my trade from like days ago, but this was like a week close, and then it's still like below this red line, which I remember the red line was my exit on like before, yeah, like two, was it? Yeah, because it went to the threes. Um, and I'm moving because my dog is chewing plastic bags. Please stop eating plastic bags. So annoying. Here, let's eat one of these toys. I've got a bunch of different toys, but all you want is a plastic bag. Come on. Thank you. Moving along. Okay, but it seemed strong into the close, like it did this reversal. And I think this was right where VWAP was too. But it's a no play for me right now. I think it was definitely below VWAP, so no play for me. BTCS is my paper trade. I was looking at this one on the daily chart because if you remember, this went up to like 100 for me, but I mean, this was really where I should have taken a position. Hold on. In like the 34 area to be up 20 cents. Or even somewhere in here risking off of 34, but this thing makes me feel weird. I don't understand that, and form S1A. So even though I know Bitcoin is like going, let's see where Bitcoin is right now. Hold on. Oh, I also saw I saw a thing on 1:37 p.m. Gary V's like news page, and it was saying that Facebook is coming out with global coin in 2020. Um, Let me just see. Bitcoin. The highest I remember seeing it is 89 or 8,800. It's at 83 right now. It's like fluctuating. Seems like it's dipping a little bit from, yeah, it was like 80, 87. Yeah, it got as high as 8,700 a few days ago. But it's pulling back a little bit and it's 8,300 now. So there is that. OBLN. Stop eating the barbecue sauce. I have a little stockpile of barbecue sauce in a shoebox in my living room, and he's smelling it. Not for you. Yeah, because it was 10 for 10. Gotta stack up on those barbecue sauces. This one. So this made me want to kick myself because remember I said this is my risk and it never broke my risk, and I got scared out because in the chat room, like, I literally got confused by offerings and what else was it? Offerings and haltings. I was like, why? Like, what is happening? But so what ended up happening is that OBLN has had two offerings, I think, one the 23rd and one the 28th. And that's kind of the risk of this play, is that they can do offerings. Pretty much what I learned with any NASDAQ play. But from my entry was like, I don't even remember, was it 123 or something like that? I have all my plays on profit.ly. You could search my name and you'll find all my trades. But so literally if I would have held this into the close and overnight, please stop doing that. You know, it got as high as 193. Now I woke up today at like 11. Oh, stop it. These squeaky toys, man. Stop, stop, stop. I'm gonna like push all the air out of it. Okay. And so any sell in here would have been great for me. So I was definitely on the right track with OBLN. OBLN and OTLK are bad sushi runners. Please stop with this toy. I'm going to explain. Here, chew this one. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You really got his nose. Chew that one. Okay, good boy. So we have a downward trending chart with like a big, it looks like a Grand Canyon, but a couple of, you know, like OBLN and OTLK are these Grand Canyon, also known as bad sushi, bounce plays. That's something that I've seen popular. That's something that I would categorize as the pattern of the day or recently. Hold on. Let me go to 5 minutes where all my indicators are. So you have an idea of the daily chart. You know, I can even show you OTLK. I think they're in previous videos though. Hold on. What are you eating? Hey, hey, stop it. No. So this is another Grand Canyon, also known as bad sushi, bounce play. So, you know, it's kind of making this scoop, this bucket. And so I've noticed that plays like that are running. No, you can't have the squeaky hippo. You can't. Okay, stop it. I'm a terrible mother, aren't I? Just like, stop it, stop it, stop it. But it's rainy today. I was busy. Like, he's not going on his usual walk. So he's, you know, I threw the ball in the hallway. But he still has all this energy. And I want to, like, make a video. I want to study. It's hard being a mother who trades. It's hard. I can't even imagine trying to trade, you know, and being a mother to real children. Like I don't even know how people do that. It just seems really hard. Anywho, so these are still the top percent gainers of the day, which is cool. So let me tell you how I eliminate them. Anything, I only look at stuff with like a float of, I'll do max like 25 mil. It depends on the volume. So for OBLN has a 22 million float, so that's pretty much all the shares that the company has, but it's rotated 3 times today. The volume of the day, you see that? Isn't that cool? So I'll look through, I always look at top percent gainers, and I always, is it wheedle it out, pick it out? I don't know. So like this, too high, too high, too high, too high, okay. And then I look at price. Okay, way too high. I'll look at it, okay. I'll look at it, okay. You know what I'm saying? But like, so I made a paper trade on this only because it was like in the 9s. It was 9.14. So if I would have bought like 100 shares of it, I would be risking my entire account pretty much. So I said, let me paper trade 50 and just to see if I'm on the right track, because this is a multi-day runner. Let's actually check the daily chart and see if this is another one of those scoop plays. So I know it's a multi-day runner. No, this is not a scoop play, but I did notice something here, but you have to really like zoom out several levels. Hold on, I think it shows on the 5-year chart. Yeah, so there is resistance in the 9s right here. And it was like, it hit that wall today, you know, like resistance, 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 resistance. This is when a stock bumps its head on a level. So if we look, please don't bite the table. So if we look at the intraday chart, let me get my 5-minute with my indicators. So it was in this channel yesterday. And let's pull it up. So it was below VWAP. I would have played it somewhere in here probably. I think this would have been a great play from like the 9s all the way up to the 11s. But so that was a problem for me under VWAP, but I was risking this yellow line because I saw that it, you know, it stood on this line a couple times, a few times. So I was like, okay, cool. But I saw this downward trending motion. I was like, forget it. So I got in at 9.14 and I got out at 8.89. So that's like what? That's like, is that 60 cents, 50 cents? That's too much for me, especially on a high price stock. And then lo and behold, it starts panicking, and it was still green on the day when it was panicking. But it touched this level, and it's so interesting because this level was up. Like, I had this level before the panic started. Please, those are my boxes. Stop. Stop. It's really hard. It's really hard. So you see, this is where it had support yesterday. See, it bumped its head, but it became support. So I had that level up. And this was like, you know, is this where it broke out? Yeah, and this was pre-market, so it broke out past this level. This was like breaking past the pre-market level, and then boom, jumps right back onto it. And this was like from 670 to before the market closed two. So there was like $2 in several places on this stock. But you know, I just missed those plays. So I was looking at this too. So this is like, I think overextended because I think well, I know, I'm not sure because I know this ran for like 2 days. Let's actually see the 5-day chart. So I think this has only been running either 2 or 3 days. Yeah, 2 days. So maybe it has a third green day, but you know, not sure. What else? But I was thinking of entering this bounce and I didn't do it. And another thing I'm thinking about is hesitation in trading, and like, you know, when I hesitate on something, then I feel like, oh, I missed out. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't do that. You know, it's such a weird feeling, but I think, you know, if I had enough money in my account, like, I don't think I would hesitate so much as long as I have good discipline on cutting the trade. Like, this is good discipline. Like, just get out. You know, I don't want to wait like till $3 goes by, although it bounced right back, but you never know. Soli has, I feel like a stock newscaster, like in today's news, you know. So Soli has been running for several days also. Hang on. One, two, three. It looks weaker. It's kind of, this is the new resistance level, 25, you know. So I think this one is losing steam, but it's still kind of holding this level, the 20s level. So no play for me because it's really high price. I wonder what the daily chart is like though. Not a scoop play, but I would say this is like the first red day, so there could, you know, the pattern is up, down, up. So I will be looking for a dip on this tomorrow, probably from like, where is it now? From 18 maybe to 25 again. But that's just my guess based on the penny stocking framework pattern, but I don't know. OBLN looks like it had 4 pieces of news. Da 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 da. Oh, OBLN. 5:30, 5:30, 5:30. Okay. Is today 5:30? I'm sorry. 5:30. Yeah, today is 5:30. So an amendment to the 8K. Please stop. Amendment to the 8K. And then basically this I think is like fluff news, like microcaps are running. These are also running from Seeking Alpha. So that's that. I was also looking at TMRC. No play for me because it is below VWAP. VLRX. Not sure. INUV. I liked this this bounce and it's holding above, but for whatever reason I didn't take that. I wouldn't have missed much anyway. This is lower than yesterday, so that's no thank you. RWLK, lower than yesterday, no thank you. This is the one that Mark Crook traded today. There was also a webinar. So this one is interesting because if you look at the daily chart, hi, you're so cute. If you look at the if you look at the daily chart, it has that scoop thing going, although there's no like second marker for where it's at, but if you follow the arrow, it's like here today. So that's like a scoop play. Scoop plays are in. The difference with this one is that it is 100 float, so it has all the more shares that need to be rotated. You know, it's harder, like low float plays spike because they have a low amount of shares, so when people buy them, like, you know, it has to like how do I explain it? It's like there's 5 cookies in the jar and 10 people want a cookie versus like there's 100 cookies in the jar and only 47 people want a cookie. So the float only rotated half times today versus like OTLK or whatever, it did like 4 times the float rotation, you know? I think float rotation is important from what I've learned. So even though I see support at like 73, like sure, if I would have purchased it at 73, I could have got like 10-cent bounces, but I don't like that this play is below VWAP. And I don't like that it's a high share count. But it looks like it's got some collaboration news, something. It looks like it's a biotech, kidney disease stuff, medical center, this, that, and the other thing, earnings reports, but no play for me. I wonder what SBOT is doing because SBOT is, this was not up here during market hours. So let's take a look at it. So this is spiking pre-market, but it has this change to the 8K, which I don't know how to understand yet. I really need to watch that DVD, understanding or whatever it is, SEC filings. So I wouldn't say that this is a scoop play because the scoop play usually goes like this and then boop. But so this is just meow. Looks like a previous has some spikes, but they keep crashing. So no idea why this is spiking. But I'll keep an eye on it because the float is low. What else did I want to see? I would like to take a look at DTGI because it's a low float. Let's take a look at that one. This is so like choppy in terms of like low volume, like so many spaces, I think. Let me look at the daily chart. This one's like very choppy, so I don't like it, so I'm going to eliminate this one. Did I look at this one? Oh, this one's way too high priced. This one has too big of a float. Yeah, that's pretty much BMNM. I feel like I was looking at that the other day. Tonight's drink is a cup of water with a spoonful of Bragg's apple cider. Tastes nasty. Too like choppy and spacey for me, so no play. So what is, oh, icon. People were talking about icon. Spike into the close, holding its highs. What is the daily chart like? Just downward trending. No news. Not sure what department or what's the correct term? Sector. Not sure what sector it's in, but I'll take a look at it tomorrow. Able. I saw Able was also spiking. Let's take a look at the daily chart. I think I looked back at my trades and I had traded this. So this is just downward trending. But a previous supernova, excuse me. Oops, but no news really. No credible news. Let's see what intraday is like. Just a nice spike upwards. Maybe it would have been nice to get in on this at VWAP above maybe this level in the 40s, and well, that's only 10 cents, but we will see tomorrow. So something that I realized is that like I'm like, oh, I should hold this overnight, but then I'm scared. But pretty much every single one of my plays, aside from maybe one out of like the 5 trades that I did, pretty much all of them have spiked the next day. So I'm really wrestling with that experience of like, you know, I want to hold stuff overnight. Like today I didn't really see anything that I had conviction for, but the ones that I did, like, like OBLN the other day, I got in at 118. I could have got out at anywhere in here for 50, 60, 70 cent profit. Like 70 cents per share times 100, I could have had $700. Like that's crazy. So that's an experience that I'm trying to be like, okay, but so yeah, that's what I'm struggling with. But it's because I think I need more to generate more income coming in where like I won't feel so worried about like, oh no, what if I lose like 300 out of this account? So that's something I'm wrestling with. Let's also take a look at the SPY. So the SPY, what is this, S&P 500, so it broke this support level in the 280s and now it's trending down. So we'll see how that affects tomorrow. But yeah, I think this video gives more like in-depth of a look into how I look at my top percent gainers. So I'm curious if people have TD Ameritrade for their whatchamacallit, their thing. Do you also see the same top percent gainers, or are yours different? Yeah. Question of the day. I'm tired, man. But not really. Okay, now I'm gonna sit down and study. So, let me know what you think. And how to make a video, by the way. If you want to make a video well, it's going to take some steps to put on YouTube, right? But if you want to make a video and you have a Mac, all you have to do is click this. You're going to see a box. You type in quick look, I think, quick something. Then you're going to get a thing. Click File, Screen Recording. Then you're going to get a box. You press something, and then you get this little thing come up. And then you're recording your screen. Hope that helps. Okay. All right. Enough yawning. Enough yawning. What else can I tell you? That's it. That's it. Goodbye. Good night. Au revoir.